Bitcoin versus dollar on every time frame of significance using just one tool that will tell us everything: channels and its price action. Let's get going. Short-term analysis on a daily chart. No hiding behind the bush, straight point. First channel today on this daily chart is giving us an uptrend. And you can see clearly that this channel started at around 20th of last month. Pretty slowly, but still in an uptrending way. In the previous video I stated that this line of support, which is the lower side of this channel, could be breaking to the downside anytime. So although we are in an uptrend, I must say that this channel could be breaking to the downside, and my general assumption is that it will. Maybe not today or tomorrow, but this kind of price action is not looking that strong inside of this narrow channel, so the supportive side of it could be pretty weak. And you can see the candle of yesterday, huge wick to the upside, touching the resistance, and now we are again traveling to the support. So factually, yes, we are in an uptrend. Is it looking strong? To me, it doesn't. There is some more space for an upside move, but at some point you gotta embrace downside, and then we're gonna talk about the new trend established. As we zoom out, you can see that channel is not giving us any story, but this one does. Now, as you might know, if you are familiar with technical analysis, there are many ways that you can see the channel, that you can draw it, and this is my interpretation of it. Why? Because it's showing us a clear downtrend with clear pivot points. It's taking into account important price reversals, like this low of September of 2021, the ultimate high, the all-time high of Bitcoin at around $68,000, the next lower high, which was a signal of clear problems, and this price clattering that happened in the middle of this year. Now, since then, we are moving inside of the lower side of the channel, and this middle line is showing you the clear rejection every time we touch it. And what better way to show the significance of the middle line of the channel that in today's weekly candle we are getting fairly rejected by this move with a larger wick, which could signal what I said on the daily chart: a move to the downside, to the lower targets that, yes, we could be expecting. Downtrend is clear, but eventually, you know that every downtrend has its story that is moving to the upside. The end that will eventually come if you have the patience. So in reality, this is a big pattern that will play on the bullish side at some point. The question is when, and for now we don't have that answer. Now on this big chart, monthly, this is our previous channel that we just discussed. Now I would zoom out and show you something even more significant. Is it possible that on the monthly chart we broke the long-term uptrend? Yes, it is. But watch our previous videos, why that is not such a big problem, but it is. The Bitcoin is losing steam in the last couple of years. That's just the fact. This channel I pretty much like, and it's giving me the narrative I need. You see, here we established the great resistance. This was the big bull run of 2017, frankly, when I got caught in crypto. Then we had the big bottom, and the middle line of this channel is giving us something extraordinary: the peak when Bitcoin pumped after that bottom. So you can see that the dots are aligning pretty accurately for now. Now, yes, we have some extremes like this one here that broke to the downside, then got back in, or here when we tried to break but never got glued off, let's say it like that, from that midline. It showed us the clear resistance. Not just here, but how about this point? Extraordinary peak, just as few years earlier. In 2019, the same peak as in 2021. Those are just my theories, but those perspectives could be the reality. That's why I'm showing you. And this is the point that's, let's say, up for discussion, because if it's true that this channel exists, then we broke the long-term uptrend. And for now, it seems that way. the severe weakness of Bitcoin, but I'm one more time redirecting you to the previous video with just this line. I'm showing you everything, even the future of Bitcoin speak. But once again, I want Bitcoin in something like this manner, but it doesn't matter if it takes longer or shorter, to retest that uptrending channel, making that super important support that was supporting us for years a great resistance. Then yes, I think that then there is a possibility of a longer bear market. At this point, I don't believe it. I think Bitcoin will surprise everyone. I'm not saying it's gonna be fast, but all-time highs are ahead of Bitcoin. And still, it could be bearish narrative when we are not anymore inside of this move, but traveling to the downside after the retest and the peak that is touching our big channel. And if this prediction gave you any value, follow me into the next one.